United States.
Falconi, Takahama. Takahama, he's earned some friends this week.
Absolute. Real gentleman.
And a good player to boot.
And a very good player to boot indeed.
Takahama, 20 pins advantage at this stage, just over the halfway point of the game.
Another solid 10 pin.
There's a few around, Bernard.
Well, this man's got plenty of experience. Certainly takes his time and lines himself up properly. Keeps the head steady, no down, and clean as a whistle. 37 years of age, company director. There you see the scoreboard. Has definite advantage over Mr. Falconi as we watch him take out that 10-pin spare again. Bang on.
Yeah, the men have averaged well here this week, Bernard. We've seen the girls struggle a little bit over the last couple of games, but even the girls have averaged extremely well. Gemma Burden averaged 208, Kendra Cameron 207, Suzanne Olsen 202. So there's been some good scoring here this week.
It certainly has, as we watch Falconi. Now, the interesting thing about this is that towards the end of his last game, we've seen him struggle, and right now he still has not found the line that he had for the first 9 frames of his game, and you can see that there he starts off straight 9 spare, and then he goes along and that's 7, and then a 5 count now.
I think he's really struggled to carry the pins, Brendan. I think he's probably moving himself around a bit to try and get this advantage back.
And he threw that very hard to try and get a little bit of a fire back off it, to try and get it bouncing back off the back curtain. And it's left an interesting situation now with Nobuyuki Takahama, 157 in the 7th, on a spare 132 with an open frame. So just have a...
He just needs any spare to fin, any spare in the 9th or 10th, and he should be comfortably home. And you can see by the expression on Falconi's face, he knows it. Interestingly, they're asking for a re-rack on lane 5. That's the one they've been having the problems with.
Also interesting that Falconi lost to Takahama yesterday morning in the round robin, a 244 to a 211. So Takayama has beaten him yesterday, and I'm sure that's going through his mind at this precise moment in time. Well, the re-rack was worth it.
The re-rack was indeed worth it.
Certainly a tremendous competitor, and at 28 years of age still has a long, long future in 10-pin bowling if he keeps playing in that direction. Right, let's look at the scoreboard.
Falconi with the maximum up there of 199. It's not going to be enough, I'm afraid.
No. But he'll have had a very enjoyable Bowling World Cup here at Sao Paulo. This gentleman is even having a better one. And back in Dublin, Ireland in 1989, he finished 6th when it was the 25th edition. So he's been, or is, a 37-year-old company director from Tokyo, and one very good bowler.
Yes, indeed.
Very precise in everything he does. I've watched him all week long. He takes his time. He makes sure that everything is correct, and he's there way before bowling times begin, getting his equipment ready for the day, just like a professional golfer would do. And he's nearly, you could say, a professional bowler. He's got everything off to a fine art. Watch the expression on his face. He won the Far East Championship in 1993. He was 3rd in the Asian Olympic Games in 94 and was best amateur at the Keita Open in 1995. And that's why, because he keeps knocking down all those pins with one ball. And that's the name of the game. Nobuyuki Takahama from Japan puts it down. Good follow through, makes it right up to the pocket. Plenty of pin action here. 10 pin, bye-bye. That's it. So that has guaranteed him a place in the final against the number 1 seed, Patrick Healey from Niagara Falls in New York, who he'll face this gentleman here Nobuyuki Takahama from Japan, and that's going to be one big battle. Certainly if Nobuyuki continues to keep on that run of strikes that he's on here.
There you go, it's a nice clean game.
Beautiful.
Never had a count less than 9.
That's right, lovely, beautiful style, and it just comes off his hand. Absolutely beautiful. Got the line. No gloves, you see. He doesn't wear any of these gloves. Have you seen these bowlers who wear these wrists and arm supports and stuff? Totally clean. Look at the concentration. Checks his feet, checks the ball position. Gets it down. It keeps his head very solid, very still, and chin up, and down she goes. What a finish.
Good finish.
Style of a champion, do we think? We'll have to wait and see. But certainly, Daniel Falconi taking it in great style, and what more can he say? Mexico City man.
He's going to be disappointed, Bernard. To get as close to winning a World Cup as this.
He bowled so well, this man here. He averaged 214.9 to be exact, all the way right through until today's Stepladder matches. So he's bowled extremely well. But now it's just a question of tidying up.
He's done credit to himself for his first major championship.
He's done very well. Very, very well indeed. And he said, I'll try and relax and enjoy it. And I'm sure he certainly has done that. Made a lot of friends here. And tidies up with the spare as well. No problem to him.
179 Maximus. He's not going to get anywhere near Takahama on this one, unfortunately. But
no, certainly those open frames earlier on in the game didn't do him any good whatsoever.
for some of the audience watchers at home, maybe they can spot Peter Robinson MP in the audience there, Bernard.
Yes, I'm sure. Well, I think we'll keep that little news for a little bit later in the programme as Daniel strikes in his final shot of this 1995 AMF Bowling World Cup. And there's the scoreboard. Falconi 179, Takahama 237. So Takahama gets himself a place in the final match.
And it's going to be a tough one too. There's no more difficult an opponent.
It'll be a great match. Yeah. Unbelievable. So stay with us. We'll be back with more bowling from the Planet Bowl after this commercial break.